with political commentator Danielle McLaughlin. She's a Clinton supporter. And we also have Clint Arthur, who is a media trainer for the Stars, and he is backing Trump. Thank you both for taking the time to be with us here. I want to play something for you. This morning, CNN's Chris Cuomo asked Donald Trump about how this rhetoric could affect his campaign in the long run. Here's what he said.
Once the battle is over, once the war is over, I think there really is a natural healing process. And I've gotten along with people all my life. This is actually a little bit unusual. I've gotten along very well with people, and I think it'll happen again. And I believe it will. Now, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll go along the same path, which has obviously been an effective path.
Clint, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best possibility for this, how plausible is it that the party will come together and support Trump at the end of the day if he does win the nomination?
They have to come together and support Trump because we need Donald Trump to be the president of this country. We need a messenger who understands how to captivate people's attentions the way Donald Trump does, entertain them, and inspire them to take action. And
he's entertaining, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he is more entertaining. I think nobody would disagree with that. But when it comes to policy and the commander-in-chief of our country, how prepared is he really to handle that job?
He's more prepared than any other candidate that we have. He has led his companies out of troubles just the way he's going to lead this country out of the troubles that we have today. He's going to inspire us to have courage instead of settling for fear. And he's going to lead us to be a great nation instead of just a good nation.
There are a lot of people, though, that are wondering if getting votes based on fear is necessarily the way to go. But, that can go both sides of the aisle. Danielle, we've been hearing Clinton on the offensive against Trump, and she's been talking about maybe the fear some people have of him becoming president of the United States. If it's Clinton versus Trump, what do you think is her biggest strength, and what is her biggest liability in a contest against him?
Hi. So her biggest strength is undoubtedly her foreign policy experience. When you see her in a town hall setting, when you see her on a debate stage, the extent to which and the sheer nuance of her positions and her knowledge, there's nobody in this race who can come close to her on foreign policy. Certainly her greatest weakness is, I would say, 25 years in the spotlight and the enormous resources and time and effort that have gone to trying to tear her down. And she's had missteps, and she's getting better at acknowledging them. I think this latest, the emails and the server at her home, I think she's getting better at acknowledging where she's made missteps. But I think, she has an extraordinary life in public service, and it reminds me of something that Obama said today in the Rose Garden, which is relating to the Supreme Court nominee, Judge Garland, of course, which is what we're looking for and what we need is somebody who is a public servant and not the master. And that's also something that George Bush said, of course, Jeb Bush said when he left the campaign not too many weeks ago. We're certainly not looking for an entertainer-in-chief.
Daniel, one of the things she is struggling with, though, is that younger voter, specifically the young white women. Why is that, and how can she fix it?
That's a really good question, and I'm not sure that she knows the answer to that. And of course, her refrain has always been, "You might not support me, but I support you." I think she just has to keep doing what she's doing. She has extraordinary appeal amongst Black folks and Latina folks. She has reached across the aisle during her days in the Senate. She's a consensus candidate in a way that many see Donald Trump as not being. They see Donald Trump as a divisive candidate, and frankly, a disaster on the world stage. I have friends all over the world. They can't really understand what's going on, and I think they don't understand the anger in this country, but I think they look to America, they look to the United States as a leader, and certainly the president as a leader, and I'm just not sure that folks are convinced that that person should be Donald Trump.
Well, and Clint, I wanted to ask you, there is a real division, it seems, within the Republican Party, people who want him, people who do not. How does he overcome that? Is he going to be able to bring this party together?
Marketing. The marketing of what you do is 100 times more important than what you actually do. And nobody understands marketing better than Donald Trump, and nobody understands how to use television, the most powerful medium on the planet, better than Donald Trump. And he's going to harness his television prowess to market his message to the Republican Party, to the American people, to the world. And this is exactly what this country needs right now. We need an expert in marketing to transform the image of America from being just good to being a great nation once again. And Donald Trump has the knowledge, the skill, the experience, and the media savoir-faire, the savvy of how to make that happen, not just for the Republican Party, but for the whole country and for the world.
No one argues that he is obviously very adroit in the world of business. How that might transfer to the government has yet to be seen, though, of course. And we will wait to see what the American people have to say about it. Danielle, Clint, thank you both for being here. We appreciate it. So